In this lesson, we want to use the sets and rules, which are the tools that we previously created in the previous lessons, just to show how can we speed up the creation of a substitution. And of course, we even invite you to compare the time that we used to create the first substitution without using these tools to the time it takes to create a new substitution using these tools. So of course, for the customer we're working with, we have the customer has identified that every time that we are posting to these revenue accounts, and the material is also one of the materials that we set up in the set. The profit center should be YB 800, regardless of what the end users enter. So let's create this substitution, and again, we'll come here to financial accounting, the global settings, the tools, and the substitution. So we will start the app, and of course, we will jump directly here to environment and substitution. Now, again, we need to just be careful and select the line item, because we want to have the substitution at the line item level. So once we have selected that, let's just click on create substitution. Now, we need to enter the ID for this new substitution. So, let's enter the new ID for this second substitution, and a correct description, a nice description there. So, we'll just enter substitution. Let's say like this: substitution using sets and rules. And a rule. Okay, now that we have entered that, just enter to get the full ID here on the left hand side, and let's save the overall, just the first definition, because now we need to continue and create the first step. So let's click insert step. Of course, as we know, the system will just ask that we select the valid field, which will get the substitution, will be substituted. So we want to do this again like with the profit center. So BSEG PRCTR, so the table and the name of the technical name of the field, the profit center. So let's select this one, and when we continue, we know that we should also select the method for the substitution. In this scenario, we also want like the constant value, so let's just click continue. And now we need to just enter a quick description here, probably something again very similar to what we typed before. Sets and rule. And then, of course, let's switch to the prerequisite. Now, instead of typing the full condition settings, we will just use the rule. Let's switch to the second tab here on the rules, and of course we only have one, so to use it we just have to double click, and with this the definition of the prerequisite it's fully set up. We don't need to enter anything else. Actually, it's important for you to know we could enter, for example, other conditions if we wanted here, but that is not the case for the time being. So let's just jump to substitutions, to the line substitutions. And of course, we only have like the profit center field, and we can enter the constant value. For our scenario, this one will be YB 800. And now that we have finished, we can just save our settings, and the ABAP code will be also created. Again, this process was even faster than for the other substitution that we created, because some of the coding was already created correctly when we saved the rule. So for now, that is the only thing that we wanted here. We have finished, and of course, we only want to remind you that you can reach us at 123learnsap@gmail.com. Yes, as simple as 123 with numbers, and then just learnsap@gmail.com, which is the fastest method you can use to ask any question, ask any comment, or give any commentary, and then we can reply as soon as possible there. So thank you so much.